So in today's session, let us just revise about Young's double slit experiment, YDSE. Now, let us first understand what we have studied till now. See, Young's double slit experiment establishes the wave nature of light. Now, let us try to understand in a simple way. Let us say there is a source which is emitting light. In front of that, I put a screen 1, and this is my screen 2. Now what will happen? The source will emit light. It will emit light in all directions. It will emit light in all directions. Let us say this light was like a bullet. Okay, this light was like a bullet, and here in this screen I create two holes, which I am calling as slit. Now what will happen if the bullet passes through this small hole? I will put another screen here. This is screen 2. Okay, this is screen 2. What will happen? If it was a bullet, it will go in a straight line and it will come out of this sheet at this point. Similarly, say another light ray is coming, it's a pure ray. The bullet will pass through this hole and it will clear the screen at this particular point. Okay, if light was like a particle, bullet means what? Bullet is a particle. But actually, it was not happening like that. What happened was, now this is the source of light. So this source of light was emanating waves, light waves. This symbol what I have drawn here is like a wave. Okay, waves are, you have seen a pond, no? Pond, ripples, waves are like that. Okay, here I have shown you the trough and the crest, and I have put another screen here. So there is a hole here and there is a hole here. So this wave is entering into this hole. Let us say S1. Here it is S1, here it is S2. What will happen? The wave which entered this hole, the waves will come out. The waves, like I have shown here, they are here like this. Okay, so there is a wave which is coming out of hole S1 and there is a wave which is coming out of hole S2. So you can see here they are at many places. Wave 1 is interfering with wave 2. Wave 1 is interfering with wave 2. Now wave 1 interfering with wave 2 means what? Wave 1 have crest, trough. Similarly, wave 2 has crest, trough. They are mixing. So because of this mixing, which we are calling as that interfering, a pattern was observed on the screen. The pattern was like this. This is the central line. So in the center, they saw a bright spot. They saw a bright spot. Next after to the bright spot, there was a dark spot. After that, they again saw a bright spot, then a dark spot. Similarly, in the downward direction also, after bright, dark will come. After dark, bright will come. Again dark. This type of pattern was observed. But if light was a bullet, like a particle, so many things why they are coming. So many things why they are coming. That means that light you cannot consider as mere particle. You have to consider light as a wave. That is why this type of pattern was observed. That is why this type of pattern was observed. Okay. Now this pattern is happening because there is an interference of wave 1 and wave 2 happening here. Interference means merging, So for interference, how to merge two waves? We have studied superposition, principle of superposition. Okay. So this is basically is what Young's double slit experiment. Okay. Now, if you try to understand it even more clearly, this is the source. These are the two holes, S1, S2, and there is a central bright spot, then dark, bright, dark, like that pattern is formed. If you understand in 3D, if you observe the screen from this side, like I am showing, if you observe the screen like a movie theater, you know, you're seeing that, you're seeing the screen, you're seeing the screen. This dotted line is the central line. This dotted line is the central line. You can see here there is a central bright spot. So this is that spot. Okay, this is that spot. You need to imagine in 3D. After that, again next set. Imagine you are seeing a theater, you know, a movie, a cinema. So in the center of the screen there is a bright spot, then dark, then again left, again bright, then again dark. It will be looking like that, you know. So this is the wave phenomenon, and this was discovered by Young, who did this experiment, and it is called Young's double slit experiment. Okay, basically this is what it is. So this dark, bright, you know, they happen in alternate ways. After dark, dark will come. After dark, bright will come. After bright, dark will come. Why bright is coming means, see, whether it is bright or dark, it is happening because two waves are mixing. If they are mixing constructively, you are calling it as bright. In constructive mixing, you know, it will be a, you will get a bright spot, because in constructive mixing, the amplitude will be maximum. Thereby intensity will be maximum. Intensity is proportional to amplitude square. Okay, intensity is proportional to amplitude square. So in bright, two waves are mixing in a constructive way. Okay, see, the screen is like this. Okay, so this is the central maximum, then again dark, bright, dark, bright, like this it will come. If you take two consecutive brights, the center of one bright and the center of another bright, the distance between them is called fringe width beta. You have to take two consecutive brights or two consecutive darks. You have to take two consecutive brights or two consecutive darks, either in the left side or in the right side. So that term is called fringe width, and fringe width is given by the expression beta is equal to lambda capital D by small d. Fringe width is given by beta is equal to lambda capital D by small d. Now, so this is your source. It is creating waves like this. You have two holes, S1 and S2. Only two holes there, then double slit. Experiment is double slit. So this is your screen. Okay. Now after coming from this S1, like I discussed here, this wave is coming out now. From here, the wave is coming out from this point. So here, what happens? Let us take a particular point P, where on the screen. So S1P is a distance. Similarly, S2P is also a distance. Just an example, you say S1P is 48. S2P is 50 centimeters and S1P is 48 centimeters. Some distance will be there now. Some distance. So you can see here that one length is more than the other length. That means there is some difference. Now this difference is called path difference. This difference is called path difference. Okay. Here difference is 2 centimeter. Just example I'm taking just to make a point clear. So this path is measured in terms of wavelength. What this 2 centimeter, 4 centimeter I'm writing here, it is expressed in terms of lambda. Why lambda? Because we are talking about waves, and waves are talked in terms of wavelength. Waves are talked in terms of wavelength. In the same example, let us say this is 48, this total is 50. That means if you drop a perpendicular from S1 to this point, let us say this distance, the which I am showing now, is also 48. Then this small difference, 2 centimeter, that is the path difference. What I am saying is you take P as the center and you consider one arc. You cut one arc like this. Okay, what will happen? Okay, so this small 2 centimeter will be the path difference. Okay, now this is the triangle. Let us say that is X. The distance between S1 and S2 is D, and this small angle is theta. So in this triangle, this angle is right angle. We are considering this as a very small length. Draw a tangent. Okay, draw a tangent. That tangent will be perpendicular to the line from the center. So line from the center is perpendicular to the tangent. So this angle is 90. Okay, so in this small triangle, X divided by D. What is X divided by D? Opposite by hypotenuse. Here D becomes hypotenuse. Okay, X becomes opposite side. X by D is equal to sine theta. X is equal to D sine theta. So this is one way of expressing the path difference. X is equal to D sine theta. Okay, theta is very small. Sine theta is almost equal to theta. Okay, now let us see one more interpretation of waves, this path difference. Let us say there is wave 1 is there. Wave 1 pattern is like this. Okay, one full cycle I am considering. Let us say this wave started at 10 o'clock and at 10:01 it is completing one cycle. See, one full cycle means one lambda length it has covered. What is lambda? It is the distance between crest to crest or trough to trough. Crest to crest means one full cycle. Trough to trough means one full cycle. Similarly, the wave started here and here again the pattern is repeating. So it is one full cycle. So even this distance is also lambda. Okay. So from 10 o'clock to 10:01 it covered one full cycle. Okay. There is a wave 2 is there. Wave 2 also started at 10 o'clock. But in that 1 minute it covered 2 cycles. Definitely in that case there is a path difference between wave 2 and wave 1. And what is the path difference? It is 2 cycles minus 1 cycle. It is one full cycle. The path difference is one full cycle. But how to measure the path difference? You cannot say it is one cycle. You will measure in terms of lambda. One cycle means 2 pi radians. 2 pi radians means 1 lambda. Okay. So one cycle distance means lambda. And it is equal to how many radians? 2 pi radians. Okay. So suppose if theta was the phase difference between wave 2 and wave 1. Okay, theta was the phase difference. Phase difference is measured in terms of angles. Okay, then in that situation, see, for 2 pi it is lambda. For theta how much? For theta how much? 360 degree हुआ तो one full lambda, 180 degree हुआ तो lambda by 2, 240 degree हुआ तो proportionately you have to consider that. Okay, so phase difference can be expressed in terms of lambda. Here if you cross multiply, lambda into theta is equal to 2 pi or theta is equal to 2 pi divided by lambda. So phase difference can be expressed in terms of lambda. This is also one concept we can use. Okay, this is also one concept we can use. So basically you have to remember here that path difference we have measured in terms of x is equal to d sine theta. Okay, so these are some of the points. Now moving forward, when we say that depending upon the path difference, we can say whether a bright spot has been formed or a dark spot has been formed. Depending upon the path difference, we can say that. Now suppose path difference means S2P minus S1P. S2P minus S1P. If your answer comes like 1 lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda, or minus 1 lambda, minus 2 lambda, minus 3 lambda, you can say a bright spot has been created. If the path difference comes like 1.5 lambda, 2.5 lambda, minus 1.5 lambda, etc., it is not an integral multiple of lambda. Okay, so then a dark pattern will be created. So depending upon the path difference, what you are seeing on the screen, different types of patterns are created. Okay, and this is what establishes the wave phenomenon. Because we have been doing some numericals on waves also now. To those who have not understood waves, what is Young's double slit experiment, I try to explain in this video. Okay, so in this we have discussed about fringe width also. Fringe width expression you have to remember. Okay, so this is the main point which you should first understand before venturing into further.